Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nexy, and there's been a whole lot of casual Halo news coming out this week. So I decided to bring on the most casual Halo player I know, Gandhi, so we can cover some of this stuff for you. What's up, dude?
You're already full of jokes this video. I can already tell, man. That's
I'm
fantastic.
hysterical.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, there's been a lot of news, and I'm pumped to get to covering it already.
I'm just glad you're making some YouTube videos, dude. I think you're missed on the YouTube scene, man. Anytime you make one, people seem to like it, so it's cool that we're getting together to do this.
You know, it's just a local recording. I'm a live guy. You know, I prefer the live, but I'm starting to make the transition.
We're gonna teach you. I'm gonna show you how to edit and how to make these YouTubers happy.
And
but
you gotta
without
make
further...
like funny faces and weird intros.
Yeah, you talk real fast and you're always out of breath. I don't know,
And you got a cup of coffee and you pause. First order of business, Frankie actually made a post on NeoGAF saying that there will be no brutes in Halo 4. Dre, does that mean there's no brute weapons?
I mean, that's the first thing I thought about too, right? Like, what's going to happen to the brute shot? What's going to happen to the brute pistol? But then he goes on to say that, you know, right after he's like, nope, there's no brutes, he also says that there's some storyline stuff that he can't tell us about, which that might be him hinting toward, yeah, there's no brutes, but maybe the brutes left behind all their weapons so we can use them or something. But I know you had some thoughts about Griffball, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, the Griffball is a pretty outstanding community. They've self-sustained for quite some time, and quite frankly, the game's pretty fun. If you get rid of the gravity hammer, what are you going to use?
Yeah, the gravity
defeats
hammer
the purpose. I think it's a big community, and I highly, highly doubt that they're just going to lose it. It's probably like their ship got shot down, and all the aliens grabbed their weapons because they're extremely important.
If my ship got shot down, I wouldn't grab the brute hammer first. But I think you're right. 343 definitely pays attention to the community. And as we saw at RTX, they did a Griffball stream, and that had more viewers than some of the tournaments I've watched. So they'd have to be out of their mind to just get rid of the brute hammer. And I like the brute pistol or the brute shot too. I thought that was a dope weapon.
Yeah, the brute shot that's also used for old games such as Troy. Did you ever get to play Troy back in the day?
I'm the Troy master, dude.
Yeah,
we used to run
right. This guy with the jokes.
Come on, man. Have you ever played my team in Troy?
No, I haven't.
These kids watching the video don't know what Troy is, so why don't we just move on?
Okay. Also this week, we got a glimpse at the Halo 4 soundtrack, which will be releasing October 22nd, and will actually feature 2 editions. The first one's going to be 15 tracks, totaling out at 75 minutes. And the second one's actually going to be a remixed version of each one of those 15 songs, or so we're led to believe at this point, Trey.
I think it's pretty cool, man. If you look at the amount of covers on YouTube and people are doing like rap remixes over the beats, I think it's cool. Music's always played a huge part in the Halo series. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, hearing the Halo 1 soundtrack's kind of like nostalgic in its own way. So many lands you just fall asleep with the TVs on because your eyes are just dripping and you can't even focus anymore. You know, it's peaceful to listen to. Sometimes.
I've gone to sleep listening to the Monks, dude. I mean, I've slept, like, my dreams have had Monks in them. It's iconic, dude, but, yeah. I mean, I don't know. What else?
And then also we saw that Neil said that there are going to be some key points in the campaign that might reprise some familiar tunes made by Marty. Trey, for the normal person out there, who is Neil and who is Marty?
Okay, so Neil's the new composer on Halo 4. He's responsible for all the music, and Marty was responsible for all the music on the past Halos. Now, that's actually I'm gonna touch on this because that's really cool, right? Like Marty was one of the first music composers for video games that got celebrated as this prolific guy, and you would go and listen to his music when you got home. And the way Neil is kind of tipping his hat to him and saying, you know what, we recognize that Marty was awesome, and we're going to make sure to use some of his style in Halo 4. I think that's going to mean a lot to a lot of people out there. That's really cool.
I mean, we are the old school guys, so it's always good to actually have that old school feel come back into a game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can play some Halo music, and I'll tell you what Halo it came from, because each one had a different kind of style to it, whether it be like the more of the electric guitars of some of the later Halos, or the monk music from the early Halos. Yeah. Every Halo has its sound, and it's cool to see that we're going to get a brand new feel, but also an ode to some of the old stuff.
Yeah, like the Silent Cartographer is the perfect example of that campaign game. That's the one. That's the one. You knew it. You're getting the Warhog. You're cruising. The alien, the Covenant are dropping down on you, and you are hauling ass in the Warthog. And
all right, this is ridiculous. I met Nicole dancing to the Silent Cartographer music.
No,
I swear to God, my
No, you
life.
did it.
The story's way too long for this video, and I'll make another video about it, but me and Nicole, my girlfriend who I've been living with for 3 years, met because we were dancing to Silent Cartographer. And
Wow.
our eyes locked. And we're looking, and I'm like, she knows the Halo song? Dude, that's how we met, dude.
Wow. Awesome.
Powerful
Awesome.
stuff.
Yeah, extremely.
All right, next up on the list, we're going to talk about the new visors that we saw. We got 2 screenshots, and one of them is red with blue and yellow all over the place, and the other one looks like a DVD player strapped to a helmet. Scott, what do you think?
Well, the DVD player strapped to the helmet one, I just don't understand what happened to the standard Master Chief helmet. Like,
Yeah.
they've done everything else right, but why the DVD player? Like, it goes out and it's in. I don't understand why his head's like that. No one would ever wear a visor like that. It's like it's a flat build visor. That's exactly what it is. He's a gangster. He still has like the star on top of it.
Well, there's 2 things, man. I mean, customization has become such a huge part of video games at this point that I think they have to do anything to kind of let you differentiate your character. And 2, we're only seeing this visor, the blue visor with this duckbill, from a certain angle. So who's to say it looks, funky from the front? It's probably going to, but, give them the benefit of the doubt. But I noticed something about this yellow, blue, and red one, man. The visor's red, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's pretty cool because in the last Halo, we only had it was blue, black, and like a different shade of white or something for the visor colors. And this one's red, so I'm hoping that it'll play more into that customization where I can match my sneakers to my visor or whatever.
Yeah, that would make sense. It's all about individualization these days, man.
Yep. I mean, Carbon, would you guys have rocked certain like all matching visors?
Absolutely not. I'd have to stand out. I got to be my own man. So this week on the Halo 4 Bulletin, we got to also see a sneak peek at the achievements they are going to be launching. There's a whole slew of them, so we're not going to be able to cover all of them. But some of the ones that kind of stood out to me because they are known for their witty names. Starting off from my list, we're going to see Bropocalypse. This is going to be complete any campaign mission cooperatively on heroic or harder. Dre, if you play a campaign, I always like to do it with my brother. That's kind of like our bonding moment. It's a way to bond with siblings, I like cooperative, and I'm glad they actually gave it a name.
Yeah, I don't really have a strong opinion.
No? Don't care? Okay. Then there's also Bros to the Close. Make it through Mission 4 without one preventable Marine death on heroic or harder. Thoughts?
Knowing how bad the AI is, or like, not like that they programmed it bad, but just knowing how dumb the AI is sometimes.
Oh, they're so bad.
They're so dumb, dude. I think that's going to be a really fun achievement. I'm not into the achievement thing, right? Like,
No.
I know there's a huge community. I respect it. I know my boy Lennox loves those achievements. It's just not for me, but I will be trying to get that one, that achievement where I got to keep all my homies alive. I'm a completionist, man. So like, I can't just play a mission and not try to find every skull and leave anybody hanging. I have to do it perfect.
Yeah,
So that's an achievement for me.
Like scary games. Like what was the most recent one that came out?
The one with an S. Slender.
No. Before that.
Scary games?
It was a scary game.
Slender. I don't know, man.
All right, well, that Silent Hill, okay, way back in the day.
Okay.
All right? I'm that guy who has to check every room. I can't just, go through it. Like, even if I'm, looking at a guidebook, I have to go in every room.
Yeah.
That's my thing. So I'm with you on the whole completionist.
Hey, when I played Pokemon, man, I had to collect them all, bro.
That's cute.
Hey,
and
but
they also do have Roses vs. Violets. Dre, can you kind of give me a little backstory since it seems to have the acronym RVB?
Oh, this one's really cool. I mean, first of all, again, to the achievement hunters, this one's really vague. It's saying that you have to find Easter eggs in Spartan Ops. So they're not telling you exactly what to do, so this is going to be really cool, and I think we're going to see a lot of YouTube content on how to complete this one. But they also mentioned that you have to find RVB Easter eggs, which of course stands for Red vs. Blue, which is that animated series. If you don't know what RVB is, I feel bad for you.
Yeah, don't explain it. Don't explain it. Let them find out on their own.
Okay, but Another reason this is cool is because RVB, obviously Red vs. Blue, is community-driven content, and they're integrating some of that into the game. So again, 343's watching, man. They're paying attention, and they're including people into their game, and this one shows it. So I definitely want to give it up for 343 on this one.
I golf clap. That's really all I got for you.
Yeah,
Closing thoughts.
I do want to point out that there's an achievement called What a Poser, which kind of seems worthless, but I mean, I guess some achievements achievements could be considered worthless. But changing your Spartan's pose on the Spartan ID card. Now, I've seen Spartan ID cards, right? But changing his pose, does that mean just rotating the camera, or are you actually going to be able to pick like a battle stance for your Spartan, which might be kind of silly or cool?
He's doing like the disco.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think that 343 is doing it right, man. They showed you all the achievements. There's a whole slew of them. I'm not going to count them up all for you, but I think there was 69 in Halo Reach, and this certainly seems to be pretty close. So for all the achievement fans out there, you should be happy.
Yeah.
All right, guys, there you have it. Thanks for watching. And Scott, thank you, man, for joining.
No, thank you.
How'd you feel talking about all the casual stuff?
It's a whole nother beast, man. It's like the dark side of the moon. You never see it, but you know it's there.
I feel like I'm selling out, dude, but I gotta say I love it, and I love the community. Like, so the community's nice, dude.
Yeah, they are
'Cause
nice.
we're used to dealing with the competitive dudes, and these guys are ruthless, and they're know-it-alls, and so am I. But the casual dudes, they're some cool, creative, just fun-loving guys. And I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know what you think about the helmets, because I'm kind of confused about them, especially the the microwave on your face one. In the comments below, make sure to subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.